Hey, Cancer. Intuitive Soul Coach here with your February 2024 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Cancer, your key themes for the month of February, you have breakthrough, followed by shadow work, and heart's desires. This is a powerful energy here, especially with the major arcanas that I see showing up. We do have the Hierophant and the Hermit energy. So a lot of you have been in this shadow work phase for quite some time. For some of you, months. For others of you, years. February is going to be a major breakthrough month where a lot of you are coming out of this healing, out of this recovery, out of something that's been very challenging or difficult, because you do have the 10 of Wands. So you've been working really, really hard, and I'm so proud of you if you haven't heard that for a while, because you're coming to a realization here. And yes, it has not been easy for you, Cancer. This is about victory. It's about truth. It's about epiphanies, advancements, and personal self-development through discovering who you are, what you're made of, and the soul lessons and karmic contracts that you've came here to embrace, to experience. So this is a really deep dive, and a lot of you are going to have a lot of aha moments. I see that for you in the month of February. Now, out of all the signs so far done, yours is one of the most transformational. Now we head into Pisces season towards the end of February, which is your fellow water sign. But this is about you really taking that deep dive in and having these new ideas, this new mindset, this new perspective, even utilizing the energy of Aquarius. This is about you not overthinking things like you have in the past, not getting shadowed or triggered, I should say, when it comes to your heart's desires, your love, relationships, finances, career, health, whatever it is that you've been taking a deep dive into here. This can be about post-traumatic stress. Some of you have post-traumatic stress from, I see here, it could be childhood. For others of you, this could be a major loss that had occurred. It could be a major traumatic experience. And a lot of times when we look at trauma, we look at it as being, it has to be something so big, right? But it doesn't. Trauma can come from, a major job loss and diving into a spiral, a downward pit, right? It can come from anything. So this is about you taking a look at some of those buried emotions around a situation that were very challenging for you, and you've done the work. You are doing the work here. You're healing some of the trauma. You've taken a deep dive because you are a highly intuitive, spiritual person. You go deep. You're a water sign, right? This is about you going deep. And when you accept that it is your responsibility to heal something within you, you give this challenge a wink in the eye. And I feel like that's what you did here, Cancer. You're kind of a badass. This is about, excuse me, therapy, addictions, trauma. Some of you could have even gone into these fields yourself because of experiences that you've gone through. For example, you may have grown up in an alcoholic environment. Therefore, you decided to, excuse me, become an AODA counselor, or you've decided to help other people. Maybe you've decided to go into psychology or some sort of trauma healing for others, spiritual work. This may not be a profession. It could be something that you've always been interested in. For others of you, you are making it your life's work. Now you have the heart's desire showing up here. This is about passion. It's about passion projects, a love for what you do, a love for who you are. This is a strong energy when it comes to relationships, when it comes to love. This is making decisions from the heart, and you are a strong advocate of doing just that. You have to feel it with such energy, right? Even if that energy or even if that feeling is anger, or if it fuels you, that may be the catalyst into movement for you, into getting out of stagnancy, into taking acceptance for what you need to do to move forward in an area of your life. This is heart health. And some of you may have struggled with the heart chakra, depression, anxiety, heart attack, stroke, breast cancer, a pneumonia. It could be anything within the heart. Forgiveness, right? It can be blockages where we put up a little bit of a wall. What I see happening here for you, Cancer, and this is, again, very, very big. A lot of you are going through a heart chakra awakening. This is all about you stepping into this energy and frequency of unconditional love. And that's not something that's tiny. That's not something little. That's significant in more ways than one, because this is going to show up as huge, huge advancements in all areas of your life. When you open the heart, miracles unfold. Now, at the bottom of the deck, or what you don't see, or subconsciously what you've been working through and working on, maybe because you have subconsciously been taking a deep dive into some of the shadow aspects of yourself, you have the detox card. This is about eliminating toxicity, eliminating toxic thoughts, patterns, relationships. It could be traumas, right? Anything that holds you in that jail cell, that prison of feeling attached or feeling stuck in a situation. This is about healthy body and mind, withdrawing from drama. It's about going on maybe a cleanse, right? Cleansing yourself of whatever no longer serves you, whatever's not in your highest good. This is diet. This is release. So some of you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you've gone through this detoxification period, and I feel like you're coming out stronger here. And this is the breakthrough month that you've been waiting for. Look at that action right behind detox. Once you fully eliminate something from your life or get to the root of it, the healing part is either already in play, or it's something that you're finally making a full recovery from. For some of you, now this is a message I've never received before, so please take it as it resonates, but you are reversing some sort of dis-ease or disease in the body. You are reversing some sort of disease, whether it be cancer, whether it be some sort of maybe even a health concern that you've struggled with for quite some time, maybe autoimmune. Okay, viral, bacterial, whatever this is, of course, please seek the disclaimer in the description box below. I'm not a medical professional, but I am getting here. You're reversing the side effects of something that you had gone through that may have had the potential to manifest into something quite serious. You're reversing it. So this is big. Right behind action, look at this. You're coming up with new creative ways to enhance your life. Enhance your future, enhance your career, enhance your relationships. So this is significant. I'm excited for you. I get this strong, fiery, tenacious, just zest. Like, I got this. I have what it takes. I'm on track. I get this fiery, sassy energy, but it's coming from a place of, again, those emotions that come up and say, I have what it takes to do anything, to be anyone, right? And so you start off here with the 10 of Wands. This 10 of Wands is saying, yes, you've carried a lot of burdens, right? It is the card of taking on a lot. It is finally a time for you to say, I've come to this point where I am ready. I'm ready to release, because 10s are about endings, bringing in new beginnings, Cancer. This is about supporting maybe a partner during a hard time. This is you being supported during hard times. This can be taking care of others, even if it's at your own expense, right? Even if there is unequal reciprocity taking place here, you're coming to an end of this cycle. And when it comes to money, if you've taken on too much, but it's left you feeling burnt out, or it has left you feeling unappreciated, that is what is coming to an end. And you're heading towards this new beginning because there is this spiciness in you. There's this fiery energy that I just see. I mean, wands is a very fiery energy, and it's almost like I see you holding on to all of these wands, and instead of just dropping them, it's like you're taking them there. Look at her. She's carrying them all. And it's like you're taking them and using them as darts, and you're kind of throwing them over here and over there. And you're saying, get away from my energy, right? I don't need this anymore. I've released this burden, and now I have the strength to not just drop these wands that I've been carrying, but I have the strength to grab each wand and throw it at the target of my of what I want to build. And I have this energy within me. It's almost like a born again type of energy. Now, I'm not religious, but I feel like this is, again, yeah, like a born again. There's a revitalization taking place here. There is a phoenix rising, and you have more strength and more determination than maybe you ever thought possible. And it's because you're getting rid of whatever burdens you have been carrying. Now you have the Queen of Swords, major truth bombs coming into your life here. The Queen of Swords, when you want the truth, you go to her, right? Because she's going to tell you how it is. She can be blunt. She doesn't sugarcoat things. And I feel like this is the energy that you are embracing, is this powerhouse. The Queen of Swords is Libran energy, and we have Libra in the South Node. So no wonder you're going through this shift right now, because this can be a lot of karmic experiences that we've gone through in past lives or this lifetime that, if it feels shaky. Especially when we're exiting out of karmic contracts or we've learned what we've needed to learn. There can even be a sense of familiarity, like that feels comfortable. I was in that karmic situation, even though it was toxic and unhealthy and not good for me, but yet that's what I know. And we always gravitate towards what we know. That's what you're breaking out of. Because Queen of Swords here is no BS, right? She is a powerhouse. She's educated, she's intelligent, she's smart, she's an independent woman. Right? Regardless of your sex, female or male, it does not matter. But she is someone who is highly intuitive. She is very logical. She uses the experiences of the past as well to help navigate her forward. But she uses the lessons. And that's what makes her so intelligent, is because she knows that she has two choices. She can let the past define her and stay stuck and stay in a repetitive pattern of a never-ending cycle. Okay, and that can create a lot of bitterness. That can create a very sharp and very cold and very shut down in the heart chakra, shut down queen. Or she can take those experiences, Cancer, and she can grow with them, right? And she can learn the lessons to get honest with herself, to get truthful with her path forward. And it can bring in this energy of powerhouse. And that's what you are. Next, you have the Hierophant. This is about traditional thinking versus unconventional ways. So this has a lot to do with your belief system, what you commit yourself to. And again, because a lot of you have committed yourself to some sort of pain, some sort of burdens, some sort of generational trauma, some sort of comfort zone, because that's what you believed you had to be or had to go through or had to stay connected to or tied to, because that's what society says. That's what your family told you. That's what your mom and dad showed you growing up, right? That's what religion says. That's what the textbook says. The Hierophant energy is about taking traditional beliefs and concepts and reprogramming them to align with your journey, your destination. This is going, yes, taking a look at the textbook approach, but also saying, that is a chapter that I've learned in the past. That's what happened to me. But what is my next chapter look like? What do I want to write? What do I want to go down in history for my beliefs? What aligns with my integrity? Because you can see this Hierophant there. He's holding the key. More than one. There's two keys there. So this is the key to the heart. This is the key to the intellect, the mind. And this is about opening yourself up to new ways of thinking when it comes to relationships, when it comes to culture, when it comes to corporations, religions, adversity, diversity. And I feel like you are taking a new approach to some old systems that you had believed that you had to carry. And you're saying, I'm going to turn that into something quite significant. I'm going to turn that into the best things that could have ever come from this experience. It's like you're turning this pain into gain in multiple ways in your life. Now we have the Page of Cups here. Here's the love opening. This is you feeling like you have this ability to open up after you felt so closed down for quite some time. Maybe shut down to love. So for some of you, it was because you had to go through a process of healing the inner child. Okay, this is timid love. We get shy, we get timid. And I like to use the phrase sometimes of thinking of that dog that sits on the porch, right? That tends to be feel Like that is its safe zone, right? The poor dog that's out there in negative 20 degrees weather and all it has is that dog house and a little bit of food and the water bowl is frozen, but yet it doesn't know any different because that's what he has been in for quite some time. He doesn't know that there's a loving, warm energy of a home that would take him in and love him and feed him and he wouldn't have to be cold, right? That's kind of what I get here. You've had to go through the sitting out on the porch. You've had to be in that energy of the frozen tundra in a way, and you're unlearning everything that you've ever learned. And they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but you can, because we're not dogs, right? We are humans. We're souls having a human experience, and we are incredible beings, and we have more knowledge and we have access to the infinite intuitive abundance available. And this is about you coming up with new creativity, right? You have the creative card in order to tell yourself a brand new story. And it may feel like it's a lifetime away, or what you've gone through in the past was like a whole nother life all wrapped up in one. But Cancer, this is to open you up. The Page of Cups is a beautiful energy here of new emotional experiences, beginning of a creativity, it's playfulness, it's young love, it is opening yourself up to new beginnings in love or in creativity or in career. It's kind of going back to the drawing board and saying, you know what? I'm really not chained to this porch. It's a sunny, bright day out there now. And I realize that I don't have this collar on me anymore. I'm free. I'm free to do what I want. And I've released the burdens, and I can find this new energy. I can attract it because I believe in it now. There's something here about belief. And you have here with the Nine of Cups, I mean, wow. You can't make that up. Nine of Cups, look at that. She has her 9 cups up there. She's holding a beautiful basket of flowers. She's got the kingdom in the background. She has the butterflies, transformation of all different colors. She has her 9th cup. And what's in that 9th cup? Her heart. Her heart is in that 9th cup right next to her. That's your heart's desire. So what is your heart's desire, Cancer? Because this is new job or a position or a promotion. This can be rewarding love, feeling contentment, feeling good about where you're at, even if you're single, right? It doesn't mean that you have to have all of these external things, but it's because there's a sense of, I believe that I'm worthy of these things. Therefore, you start to see the miracles unfold. 9 of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. And because literally the heart is showing up in this cup, and that's one of your key themes, I mean, this is making some decisions that are coming from a place of the heart. And because we see the Page of Cups, your heart is open to love. So it's saying, don't be timid, don't be shy, go for it because you're worthy of it. And lastly, we do have the Hermit energy. So a lot of you, again, have been in this deep soul searching energy for quite some time, especially if you've had to deal with the shadow. But some of you are breaking out of this, Hermit, right? You're coming out of the comfort zone, or you're coming out of the healing or recovery period, or out of the soul searching, but you have needed time alone. It was to gain your independence, okay? Because some of you, codependent dynamics, that's a lot of times 10 of Wands is the card of codependency. It is breaking yourself in order to feel what? Feel a sense of pain? Feel a sense of taking on other people's stuff? No, that's not self-love. That's selfish. And I feel like you are coming to that point where you're realizing you don't have to take on the weight of the world or other people's stuff to bring you a sense of satisfaction. And that's actually a belief that you've had to really twist and turn and kind of roll into this new paradigm. You've had to seek counsel from wise ones in order to be the wise one yourself. And I feel like a lot of you are now the wise one. Okay, you've maybe had to go through hours and hours of therapy, of soul searching, of healing, of maybe shamanic practices. The Hermit energy here is a deep introspection. Virgo energy here, it's about self-knowledge. You've had to go through maybe hours upon hours of meditation. You've been through feelings of loneliness and rejection. You've withdrawn from society, from relationships, from your family. You've had to go through this major period of transformation in order for you to reconstruct some of those deep beliefs that you've had because you've gone through experiences that left you in a place of trauma. And I feel like you're having a breakthrough and you are independent here. 9 of Cups is the card of independence. She's got all of her cups there, right? She's got all of her cups. She doesn't have the 10 of Cups quite yet, but if you want that, it's available because you're finally believing that you have everything you need within you. There's a sense of independence. And when there's a sense of independence, you're able to attract other energies of independence. And when that comes together, it bridges the gap and creates something quite wonderful. It creates the 10 of Cups. So I feel like you're ready here to open your heart to say, I am an independent woman. They're actually giving me that song here. I think is it called I Am Woman? I Am Woman. I Am Brave. Again, doesn't matter if you're female or male, but some of you, if you are male out there, there could have been a deep healing around feminine, okay, maybe around mothering or around your own belief systems as well, or societal standards. I know that there's a deep healing in the divine masculine at this time. And it's about getting honest and getting truthful about what's good for you and what's not, so you can take action towards your wishes, your wish fulfillment. All right, let's look at money, career, wealth, and abundance. I mean, Cancer, I don't know what's going on for you in the month of February, but you don't want to quantum leap out of this month. Even though it is a leap year or a leap month, I feel like you are going to want to be very present every day of the month because your thoughts become reality. You're going to start to attract things. You're going to have major internal aha moments because look at that. You have the clover. Who doesn't love to see the clover? This is a lucky break. This is taking a chance, gambling on your future, but it's not really a gamble. I mean, it may feel like that because you're rolling the dice, and you may say, if I roll the dice and I decide to venture off of the porch where I've grown accustomed to staying, even though I don't have the love and support and the water, right? The life force that I need because it's frozen, and I've grown so comfortable with staying in that energy. If I roll the dice, is there something better out there? Well, good Lord, Cancer, there's got to be something better than anything that you were in, but our beliefs tend to hold us hostage to that porch. It's time for you to roll the dice and see what else is out there. And I feel like this is your shot. This is your time. This is about chance. It's fortune. It's destiny intervening. This is the hand of fate coming in here for you. This has to do with finances, outdoors, risky business, or even surprises that show up for you, possibly out of the blue. And they help you release some, at least you think that, oh, this surprise is going to help me release the burden, but it's actually the opposite. You release the burdens and you see the new miracles show up in your life. You have the light bulb. This is that big aha moments showing up for you internally as well. There's going to be a lot of those, and it doesn't surprise me because we see the feather, and this has been my sign from spirit around this Aquarian energy that we've shifted into. We had this huge Pluto in Aquarius energy and the sun energy being in Aquarius. This is about abundance, easy money, and look at that. It even says divine intervention. It's about working smarter, not harder. Who doesn't want to do that, right? Using our intelligence, using our ability to tap into the divine intelligence, right? This is about undecided energy, but taking a risk, taking a chance. Even if you don't know what the other side looks like, you can guarantee that it looks a lot better than where you were. Right? And this is about creativity, creative work, entrepreneurship, feeling inspired. It's about a new income source coming in here, maybe even a new job. Okay, this is could be travel or air related. Some of you could be planning a trip, taking a trip, or you just got back from a trip. But I feel like you have a lot of these brilliant ideas. So you could have more than one income source coming in, or the plans that you put into action now are going to generate more wealth for you down the road. That's important. It's like you may get It's like a wind shows up here for you, ushers in a miracle. And I keep getting the word miracle, and I love that word. And so many times we think miracles are reserved for worst case scenario, right? But when we start to see, as it says, I think in A Course of Miracles, when we start to expect miracles, we start to open up, because miracles should be our first energy, or our first right? Expecting miracles, not just reserving miracles for worst case scenario. Expect it now. Now, when it comes to love, Cancer, it is safe for you to love. And for some of you, you didn't feel like it was because you were deceived. There was some sort of deep, deep deception. And I feel like a lot of you, this does have to do with family. Maybe it has to do with some sort of trauma in the family, some sort of childhood trauma that relates to family, relates to supposed love, what love is, what conditional love is versus unconditional, right? This may have to do with a relationship that you were in, that there were breaches of contracts, trust, loyalty, infidelity, third party. There was some sort of deception in your history here that has caused a lot of this shadow work to show up for you. And you yourself have even deceived your own heart at times, Cancer. And that's part of the awakening here. It's part of you accepting, wow, I have lied to myself. I have bent over backwards for others. I have been a doormat. I take responsibility that I allowed something to happen, or I take responsibility that I was 6 years old and this shouldn't have happened, but I believed it was my fault. So there is this energy here of knowing and believing it is safe for you to love. That those experiences, that you're getting honest with yourself about them, and you're not letting them take any more power away from you than they already have. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, because someone may have been wearing a false mask, but you're not. You are no longer wearing any sort of mask. It's like you're coming in bearing it all, and you're saying, this is me. This is who I am. And if you don't like who I am, that's not my problem. Right? Because I'm going to be authentic. I am going to take action. I am creative. I also get this energy here of like wild woman, wild soul, someone out there in the fields picking lavender, picking herbs, maybe even naked, right? Or just feeling wild and free. And I feel like that is symbolic for you, Cancer, feeling wild and free. And you have here, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Make the effort in your relationships. If there is a spark here, or if there is a relationship, twin flame energy, soulmate, where the both of you, there's love, both of you want to be together, both of you know that you are each other's partners, but there is pain and there is trauma that's holding one or both of you back, make the effort to heal. For others of you, if you are single and you're looking for love, make the effort. Your heart is open here. You've done the healing. Some of you are afraid, if I step forward, I'm going to take all this baggage in with me. Well, how long are you going to sit here waiting for you to heal this baggage, right? This is something you've already been doing. And I feel like you've come to a place where you're not codependent on anyone. And if that is the case, then you're going to attract someone who also is not codependent on anyone. So again, when it does come together, it's going to be a beautiful 10 of Cups union. So make the effort, whatever that may look like for you, Cancer, because you deserve it and you are worth it. All right, coming out from the soul's truth, you have, where am I called to use my voice right now? You have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Okay, where's all my writers out there, all my YouTubers? Maybe it's you just sharing, standing up, talking to someone, maybe in front of an AA meeting, or in front of a grief support group, or in front of your therapist or your friends. This is about you expressing yourself, right? Your wild heart, your vulnerabilities. Share your story with at least one person today, Cancer. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. Like I said, some of you are the wise one. You are the hermit energy where others seek counsel from you. And so maybe others are sharing their voice with you, or you sharing your story is actually going to allow others to look at you and say, wow, Cancer knows. Cancer's been through what I've gone through. Cancer can really help me. Next you have, where can I create more space? Instead of filling yourself up with busy work and things to do, create more sacred space in your schedule, in your home, your mind, your lungs, and in your heart. Take time to just be. Today's soul action, excuse me, do a clutter detox of your schedule, your home, and innermost self. Make space and clarity will come. There's that detox energy as well. So create space. We don't always have to be in that action energy of creating or of doing something or producing. Sometimes we just need to be. And even if it's for an hour, even if it's for a day, this is very healthy, and it actually is very required for the soul to keep on going in the human form. All right. We have, what am I afraid of losing? This is a big one, that we attach ourselves as humans having this experience, right? We're so afraid of what we lose. We were so afraid of stepping off that porch because, well, what if I can actually have fresh, clean drinking water? What if I can be inside a home and it's -20? What if I have an actual doghouse, right? Not doghouse, but you get my drift here. We're not dogs, but for symbolic reasons, we're looking at that doghouse. What if you can have more? But there's a piece of you that doesn't believe you can because you've always been where you've always been. As we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that was. Think of that old pair of shoes that maybe you had as a kid, right? Your 8-year-old self. Your 8-year-old self outgrows those shoes, right? You need to upgrade because as your body grows, you need new clothes, you need new shoes. I mean, some of you, yeah, maybe you wore those clothes for quite some time because you couldn't afford to get new ones. But I feel like this is about you stepping into the energy of newness, right? Buying yourself the necessary clothes or necessary shoes that you need to grow. And in this case, symbolically, it's about saying goodbye to those old clothes, packing them up, sending them to the thrift store, or getting rid of them, junking them, throwing them in the garbage. Because to make room for what will be, if you were to take the big leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible, right? Remember, the word impossible itself spells I'm possible. What if it was impossible to lose any of those things because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? Today's soul action, Cancer. Name that fear and look at the worst case scenario. Find a solution. Take your power back, and we said that. Take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you are going. Today's mantra. I move forward knowing that I am powerful beyond measure. I am loved, I am safe, and I belong. Beautiful energy here. Wow. Whew. Okay. So last but not least, we're going to get a message from the crystal spirits. And at this time, I just ask, if you can, Cancer, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area. Hold it for as long as you can. And upon your exhale, with your eyes closed, I want you to tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I'd like for you to imagine the first crystal or gemstones that show up in your mind's eye. Now, perhaps your crystals are shiny and bright. Maybe they're dull and further away. Could be a crystal that you know the name of, that you're currently wearing or holding on to, or it's within your vision. Maybe it's just an energy emanating from the crystal, from the frequency of grounding, of healing, of unconditional love, of support. There is no right or wrong answer. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your crystals or gemstone in the comment section below, and I personally will enter you into that free reading giveaway where I post one winner around the first of each month, and excuse me, and post right back here on the channel. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, you got Bronzite here. Bronzite, card 13, which is the death energy, Scorpio. It is all about transformation, right? Your fellow water energy as well. So this is about loyalty. It's about trust, steadfastness, self-respect, trusting that the universe has your back. We'll take a look here at the relationship and prosperity message. Relationship, even if you've been betrayed in the past, you can heal the sting by extending trust again, as challenging as that may be. Bronzite spirit reminds you, Cancer, that this time, however, you are much wiser and stronger, much more mindful of the signs that signal you to step back and nurture yourself. Being true to another is an expression of the beauty of the divine, and you have this capacity. Your loyalty and steadfastness will be rewarded by the universe, perhaps in ways that you don't expect. Be true to yourself, knowing that a loving, respectful relationship with yourself lays the groundwork for a loving, respectful relationship with another. Remember, you are always protected when divinely directed. That goes hand in hand what we were talking about here with the false mask energy as well. So when it comes to prosperity, your true heart is recognized by the universe. You can't make this up. You got your heart's desire. You got your heart showing up here. The universe wants only the very best for you. As much as you want to trust others, though, at times, be mindful of others who sense do not deserve your trust. Cautiously and mindfully venture to lend your loyalty again anyway, knowing that you are where you are meant to be and you have the universe as your ally to send you signs when a situation or individual warrants your caution. You can release your fears of being affected by the negativity of others. Be steadfast in your convictions as you work with others to build and maintain a firm financial foundation for yourself. You are stronger and wiser than you once were, and now you can trust yourself to know when you must make a change, take action, or speak a truth. Let go of your self-doubt, for Bronzite spirit is telling you, Cancer, that you can be trusted to know what you need to do to make good decisions regarding your finances. Hello, Queen of Swords, right? You can be trusted. And for some of you, that was part of the shadow work. That could be the breakthrough that comes in for you as well. It may have everything to do with trusting in yourself. Now, when you meditate with Bronzite, it can assist us in discerning what needs to be released, 10 of Wands, what needs to be released in order for us to heal. Due to its iron content, it is also a stone of strength, lending support as we allow all that no longer serves us to fall away. Powerful. I'm absolutely loving this reading. Cancer, if y'all love this, please give it a thumbs up. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Please do drop your crystals in the comment section below. And again, be sure to hit that subscribe and bell so you don't miss that notification, so you don't miss that winner. And if you are liking it here and you haven't already hit that subscribe and thumbs up, please do so. It means the world. Thank you so very much, Cancer. Lots of love.